It's Betfred League One and it's North Wales Crusaders taking on Workington Town, first against second in what will be a great game. North Wales Crusaders will know a win here will extend their lead at the top of the league with 5 points, but Workington Town, with Midlands going down a couple of weeks ago, they can capitalise. Every time these two teams plays, it's always a close encounter. There'll be no different today. I'm delighted I'm joined by Matt Reid. Matt, good afternoon. Welcome to a windy Stadiwm CSM. 3 points clear at the top of the league, but this game is an important game and we know how vital this will be.
Afternoon, Conrad. Yeah, it's really important, I think, for both teams. Workington don't want to slip further behind us, and we're looking to really cement ourselves in that first place and pressing on for the next few games ahead.
Okay, we've got the team news, and North Wales Crusaders go like this. Lloyd Roby's at full back. On the right wing we have Jack Holmes. Centre we have Kieran Taylor. Pat Arvan is on number 4. He's on left centre with Oliver Brooks, who of course signed a new 2-year contract the other week. He's on 5. Number 6 we have Jamie Dallimore and Jordan Gibson, who came of age in this fixture early in the season. He's at 7. And number 8, Jack Houghton, who of course extended his contract to the end of the 2027 campaign, and Joe Baldwin is at the hooker. He's wearing number 9. 10 we have Chris Barrett, who's the captain. Co Oakley is another one that signed pen to paper the other week, with along with Sam Wilde and Oliver Davis. On the bench we have Josh Eves, Leah Cooper, Paddy Jones, Ant Walker, and the 18th man is Toby Hughes. If you go through the team of North Wales Crusaders, he's gone with starting with Joe Baldwin when it's normally the other way round. Is that because he wants a fast start?
I think he just goes horses for courses. Evo will come on probably after 20-25 minutes, really sort of speed us up round the ruck, but Baldy's just, Joe's a really gritty little player and loves the scrap early on, so I would imagine that's his thought process early doors.
The Workington Town team stands like this then. We've got Gallier at full back, we've got Jonathan Hudson, who's on the wing, we have Spencer Fullen, and then Corkill, who's on number 3. Dave Eccleston, a former North Wales Crusaders player, he's on number 20. Jake Carter wearing number 28. Jamie Doran, who's the old head who got experience, he is wearing number 9. Ainsley Ross is at number 8. Callum Phillips is on 21. We have Lucas Castle wearing 24. Lennon Clark 30, and then we have Zach Jemson on 23. Jack Stevenson completes the first 13. On the bench we have Cooper Howlett, Akim Makajet, I can't say that word, but Mataveyev. We're going to say that.
My Estonian's better than your English, Conrad.
Yeah. I can say this though. Grant Reid is at number 19, and we have Cole Walker Taylor wearing 15. Dominic Weir, obviously the 18th man. Workington Town, of course, are hanging in there, and they know how important this game is. A win here for them will give them a lot of confidence and will keep them in the playoff fight.
Yeah, it keeps them in real good touching distance, doesn't it? And probably really starts to cement them in the top 4, so they know just how important this is for towards the end of the season. We have got a little bit of breathing space at the top currently, so we're in a nice position. But we've had 2 weeks off, and boys have been flying in training this week, so I'm hoping we come out all guns blazing, and we do a good job today.
Now traditionally, Matt, these games against Workington Town, I think the last 4 games have gone down right to the wire. This corresponding fixture last season, I think it was Barrett that scored at the death, and also it was very similar in the opposite fixture early in the year where it was Geordie Gibbo that sort of came of age that game, and Dallimore won the winning kick. You were playing in that game. It's going to be no different, is it? But what was the difference in that game was our bench. The Workington ran out of subs, 10 minutes to go or whatever, and that's where we capitalised. Do you think it'll be similar today?
Yeah, Carl's really shrewd with his subs. He likes to leave sort of the starting guys on for as long as he can and really let them blow the legs up, and tries to save as much as he can for that sort of last 10-15 minutes when games are really won and lost. And we've won a lot of tight games this year through the fact that we've had so many fresh bodies near towards the end of the game, and he does always make a point at half time of saying we've only used 2 subs, we're in a really good position when the games are tight.
So let's look at our players then. Who's the game breaker for you? If someone's going to grab the game by the scruff of the neck, who is it for you?
I don't think you're looking at one player. For us, ours is very much a collective effort. It really is. Obviously, we've got Sam Wilde, who scored near enough a try a game, I think, so far this year. You look at that left side we've got, and it's incredibly dangerous with Ollie Brooks, Pat Arvan, and Geordie running it that way. But then at the same time, Daly on the other side of the field is really, really elusive, and we've got strike everywhere. I wouldn't say there's one particular game breaker you're looking at. Our strike can come from anywhere.
Workington have brought some players in from the Hull setup, Hull FC setup. Obviously, but if we look at there's one name that sort of stands out, and that's Jamie Duran. He's been around, knows this level inside out. He knows how to play. He knows the right. He's got a rugby league brain. Is he their a secret weapon today?
I mean, he's no secret, is he? We know all about him. He's he's definitely a weapon, and he's someone that we spoke about during the week, and someone who will be looking to really put through a lot of work and hopefully get on top of him and stem their flow today.
Well, North Wales Crusaders are making their way onto the field. Before this game kicks off, though, I just would like to do a bit of a product placement on behalf of Egg Chasers. They have a brilliant hazy American Pale Ale on the market now, 4.5 ABV, and of course, if you want to order your sort of lot, you can email or order it online at eggchasers.co.uk. Other products are available, of course, and we do encourage responsible drinking. But I did have a can before the game, or a mouthful I should have said, before the game, and I can tell it's very fresh. They're based in the Surrey area. It's crisp and it's quite a good drink. So I recommend that you order your lot today. So that's what's it called? Egg Chasers APA American Pale Ale 4.5, and they all come in cans, 330 milliliter cans, and they said they're going to put it in bottles and order your lot. You can order yours at the Egg Chasers website. We'll give you a reminder about that later on in the game. But as we speak, Workington Town are making their way onto the pitch, and they're wearing their pink away shirt. North Wales Crusaders wearing their blue home shirt, and the wind is swirling. I don't think they feel the effects of this wind on ground level. Obviously, we're high up in the gods here, but kick-in's going to be quite essential in this game, Matt. Yeah,
you do feel the breeze when you're down there. Obviously, you're in sort of a bit of a bowl, but we're really copping for it up this high. But it is swirling. You notice it when that ball goes up in the air. You'll see it swirling round, and hopefully our kicking game is right on point today.
So Luke Brown gets things underway, and North Wales Crusaders get the possession. Workington facing from left to right, and North Wales Crusaders, as I say, get first possession. This is Gibson now. He will find Oakley. He will make some yards forward. Tackle taken there. This is Baldwin. He'll find Houghton, and he will run strong. Takes 3 to tackle him down. Something came out. I think it was his boot that flew out. I thought it was the ball at some point. Baldwin will find Jones, and he is 5 metres short of the halfway line. Centre field, Baldwin goes right. He will find the skipper, Barrett. He will attract defenders automatic, and North Wales Crusaders happy with this first set. Referee puts the hand up for the 5th and last tackle. Dallymore puts the little chip over the top. It's a bit of a kick. The ball bounces, it's picked up, but the referee says it's forward pass. But that is a message for Workington that you never let the ball bounce, and that could have gone either way, and Crusaders could have been 4-0 up, but a great set in attack there for North Wales.
Yeah, I think that's a really good first set. We've worked it up to the 40. We've put the bomb up. It looks like the wind, probably rather than swirling's a bit into us the way it held up. And yeah, Key Taylor just knocked it back there. Unfortunately, it's pushed forward, but yeah, he got up competing for it, which is what we want to see.
So let us start proceedings here, and North Wales Crusaders, they've got Workington where they want them, deep in their own half. And Workington, well, they will want to make some inroads, but the Workington player lost his footing there, so that's 2 tackles gone in this set. And they go centre field. And I think the message for the Cumbrian outfit is speed the ruck up and make some inroads, as they are now 10 metres short of the halfway line. They'll be happy with this. This is Castle now, who makes some inroads. They go over the halfway line. Referee Bland puts his hand for the fifth and last tackle. Now then the kick will come. They go short side, and it's not a bad kick. It's a tester for Roby, who gets it clean, and he is smashed straight away, and Workington will be happy with that as well.
Yeah, I think, like I said with the Crusaders first set, I think it's just a solid opening set for both teams. Couple of little offloads for Workington in there as well, which I think we need to be careful of.
Yeah, but North Wales Crusaders are now in attack, but Workington very enthusiastic in defence here. This is Sam Wilde, who will get us out of trouble. He almost freed his arm out there and made some good inroads. This is Baldwin. Baldwin finds Arvan. He comes infield. He is tackled and greeted. Get out of the way, he says. Quick play the ball needed again. Baldwin finds Dallimore. Inside ball to Barrett, the skipper, who is centre field, and it's going to be a penalty for a rip out, and North Wales Crusaders will enjoy this possession, but straight away North Wales Crusaders playing off the front foot, a quick ruck, and Workington struggling to deal with it. Yeah,
it's exactly what we said. We took two plays into the teeth of them and they've pushed us back, and then when we've done what we said in terms of working wider, we've managed to get some inroads and then eventually won a penalty, which is great. Great start.
So Arvan starts proceedings, he finds Brooks, and Brooks is on the short side, and Arvan is taken out late here. He's down on the ground. Wild continues possession, and they'll find themselves 10 metres out. We'll see what happens there. I think he was taken out late. He's now on the ground. North Wales Crusaders reduced to 12 men, but they're continuing with play. Gibson will find Houghton. He is 5 metres short. Can they find possession? Arvan is back on his feet. They go left to Gibson. Gibson finds a gap, spins, weaves, scores! Great start for North Wales Crusaders, and Gibson sees the gap. He comes of age in this fixture, and he never disappoints. And North Wales Crusaders get the first blood in this game, 4-0 with a kick to come.
Yeah, it's really good to see that width we've put on. Workington worrying about what's going on a bit wider, and then a young 33-year-old Geordie Gibson slowly makes his way through the line, and it's just, yeah, really good start to the game.
Fabulous game, and of course it came off the back of a penalty, and that all because of a quick ruck, and that's where North Wales Crusaders all through this season, not just this game, sort of get teams, don't they? This quick ruck, concede penalties, and that's how they score. And the variety of tries they score, wide, through the post, sort of close to the post. Geordie Gibson never misses opportunity and nailed that one.
No, his eyes are great. His vision's fantastic, and I'm sure Tony's not too bad either.
Dallimore kicks the ball through the post. The flags go up. A dream start for the Welsh team. 6-0, and Carl Forster will be happy with that.
I think it's an area that we've really improved on this year. Like you said, making the most of them quick rucks. We've not done in previous years, and I think we've got the cattle out there that really make the most of it now.
So how do Workington react to that? Do they start again and say the mindset still 0-0, we're still in this? What's the message?
Yeah, it'll be an early try. Nothing changes. We do what we've set out to do. And
the ball comes off the tee. Yeah.
Bit of an anticlimax. But no, their messaging will be the same. Same game plan. Carry on as we were.
So take two for Jake Carter. He will kick direct, and the wind does take that, doesn't it? And he did well there, Brooksy. He ran about 10 metres forward to get that, and that's going to be the tactic, isn't it? It must be a swirling wind on pitch level there.
It's an awful day to be playing fullback or wing.
Yeah.
Because that ball's going up, and yeah, you're going to be working really hard to get hold of it.
Baldwin will find Gibson. He will find Wild, and Arvan sees a gap. Tackle not completed, the ball is loose. The referee will say it's back to 6. A Workington man touches it. Wild comes in field and will tidy it up. So North Wales Crusaders with another opportunity here. Baldwin, the fans getting behind them. This is Davis. Davis runs straight and direct. Baldwin looking at options left and right. He finds Barrett, who will just know one way, and that's route 66. That's straight forward. Baldwin once more takes the line on. Gibson, He will cut out past to Roby. There's overlaps, there's numbers, and Arvan scores! This is poetry in motion. A delayed pass there, and Arvan says thank you very much. And in quick succession, North Wales Crusaders are 10-0 up with a kick to come.
Again, we've done exactly what we did the set before. When we've scored, we've gone right across the line. We've created a lot of width. We've gone through on the half break, 6 again. And again, they're so worried that now that we've gone through the middle of them, they're worried about what's coming through the middle, so we're able to get them out wide.
Honestly, there was options left and right there, but it all came from Baldwin's cut-out pass. He delayed the pass, created the overlap, and it's just that split second that creates a hesitation in the Workington defence, and it creates a gap, and it's a big enough gap that you can fit 3 double-deckers through it. You know what I mean? And that's split second, isn't it?
It really is, and if you can fit 3 double-deckers through, you might just be able to squeeze Pat Arvan through as well.
What are you trying to say, Matt?
I've tried to tackle him, believe me, I know how big he is.
So Danny Moore tight on this touchline, and this is the hardest kick he's faced, obviously, this game. But the wind has died down, actually, and Danny Moore kicks it. Oh, he just misses it. The wind does push it. The flags go down, and North Wales Crusaders are 10-0 up with 10 minutes gone. There's a point a minute. What's the message for Workington now? How do you stop this sort of runaway train?
I think they'll probably be thinking we just need to ride it out. Again, like we've broken them coming wider, so I'm just wondering whether they'll start to pull the defensive line a bit wider now, because that's where we're having all our joy so far. So I'm not sure whether they'll change anything just yet, though.
So Workington kick off deep, and it is Brooksy that catches it rather, and Houghton will say thank you very much, and will take the first run in this one. Gibson at Acton halfback, goes short side, finds Wild. He always goes past the first defender. 3 tackles gone in this one. Gibson, the Acton halfback once more, will find Davis. And Davis will take the tackle, and it's a more robust set in defence for Workington, turning on the back a bit slower. Baldwin finds Barrett, and Barrett will take them on. He is 10 metres short of the halfway line. Baldwin is looking at options left to right once more, goes left. This is Davis, who will get within the halfway line. Referee Bland puts his hand up for the 5th and last tackle. He will, Gibson will kick it, and it touches the Workington player. Now, how does the referee deem here? Did it hit the man? Did it play the man? The referee will say no, it's a restart, and better defensive effort there for Workington.
Yeah, and a much more probably conservative set from ourselves as well. Yeah, they were much better there. They tightened themselves up. They worked the floor much better, and then they've reaped the rewards of it by getting the ball back on their 40. So
Workington will get the ball back about 5 metres out from the halfway line, but the Crusaders show their intentions early on with their line speed. They go out wide of the town. They try to match it, and they've got to match it quickly, because if North Wales Crusaders run away with this, you know, that's the danger. But the town will not give up, as Matt Reid says. This is Stevenson. He's trying to make things happen. Now then, they go crossfield, and they put some ball through some hands. They create that overlap, and there is an overlap, but it's shut down. Great sliding defence from North Wales Crusaders, but Workington prepared to throw this ball around, and they've you feel in the last sort of minute or two they've upped the tempo, Matt, and they find themselves 5 metres short.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to complete a set, trying to just get the ball through hands, just sort of see what's out there. 12-0 down. Sometimes when you concede a couple of quick tries, you need that almost set to just sort of feel your way back into it when you've done a lot of defending, and they've obviously got a repeat set off the back of it, and yeah, let's hope we can hold this one out.
Yep, 10-0 to the home side, and Workington will be happy with that tactic set, but there's a player, North Wales Crusaders player, down in back play. I think it's Danny Moore, but it's thumbs up from the physio, so the watch has been stopped temporarily, and let's say that's 15 minutes gone of this one, and Carl Forster will be happy with what he's seen so far.
Yeah, I think, what are we, 10-0? 10-0 after 15 minutes. I think you'd take that every day of the week, and Workington have had one set in our half, so yeah, I think be really pleased so far.
Ainsley with the ball. Phillips at acting halfback. They go left. And this is Castle now. He runs direct, trying to free his arm for the offload. 3 North Wales players committed to that one. Phillips at acting halfback, goes short side. Now then, they're making some inroads forward. This is Stevenson now. He's been busy in the last sort of minute or so. Workington, though, are 12 metres short. They've changed the direction of play. North Wales Crusaders standing off them, waiting what they will do. And this is Ainsley. Ainsley is tackled 10 metres short. And Workington passing the ball forward. Duran passes it. It's a bit of a hospital pass there, but the North Wales Crusaders deal with it. Bland with the 5th and last tackle. This is Duran trying to find an opportunity. They're over the line and they'll score. And Workington Town hit back. 10 points to 4. And that was Duran. All fingerprints on that move there.
Yeah, probably just caught us a bit on our heels there. And Duran just held the ball long enough and then found a one-on-one, and they managed to spin over and score. It's a well-worked try from Workington and a good response to going down 2 scores early.
Absolutely. Now, I know, Carl, one of his annoyance is barge overs from close range. Is that a barge over? Is that something that you've been struggling with all season?
I mean, I wouldn't say struggling all season. We're averaging 10 points a game conceded, but it's a theme that there are a few of the tries that we are conceding, but sometimes you've got to say, well done, you find a one-on-one, and it's very difficult to stop someone who's spinning out of a tackle.
So 10-4 then, and Workington Town hit back, and they had to hit back because, as I say, North Wales Crusaders were like a runaway train in the first 10 minutes, and they need to get back to that. You felt when Workington had the ball after they conceded, they upped the tempo, they forced a goal line dropout, they got the second prize, building pressure, and that, from every rugby league manual, coach's manual, is the right thing to do.
It's the same as when we scored our 2 tries off the back of a penalty. We gave Workington the ball back just on halfway, and when you get a sniff of territory, you've always got a chance. Bit of territory, repeat set, try, and that's the way it is in this league, in this game.
From 10-0 down to 10-6 now, and the game is always going to be competitive. We always expected this, and this is not alarming for North Wales Crusaders. These games are typically close, and they're all for tit for tat. But what will be the message, if anything, will come from Carl Forster?
We don't need to change anything. Like I said, we give the ball away on halfway, repeat set, and they've scored off the back of the repeat set. All it is now, back to it, and get on with back to set for set with them into an arm wrestle.
A bit of a spin there from Dallymore's kick, and Workington get the ball back now. It'd be interesting how North Wales Crusaders react to this in defence. This is Hutton, and Hutton runs, well, sort of diagonally, doesn't make much progress forward, but Workington Town do via the hands of their number 10. This is Castle. Ball pops out the back door. They get a second opportunity, and it was Phillips that read the script. Tackle finally completed. Houghton in there. This is Ainsley once more, and they're keeping this ball alive, and there's an overlap there, and Arvan did well to scoop that up. Was that a pass too much, or was it opportunity which they should have taken a bit better?
No, it's probably the right pass. He's just gone behind him on the shoulder.
So Brooksy picks the ball up, comes in field. Opportunity for North Wales Crusaders to settle things down here. This is Houghton, and Houghton is 5 metres short of the halfway line. Baldwin is waiting, and it's a bit of a slow play of the ball. This is Taylor. Taylor always makes some good yards forward. This is Baldwin. This is Davis now, runs direct, and they find themselves 25 metres out. What can they do here? Will there be a bit of a play? Baldwin finds Dallymore. Dallymore will find Roby. Roby with a pass. Oh, it's a knock on from Oakley there. It's a knock on, but it's a play on there, and it's 7 tackles, and there's going to be a penalty compounded with a penalty, a high tackle, and a disappointing end to that promising set there.
Yeah, I think it was a really good set. We made our ground up to the 20, and then gone through the hands, bit of a knock on, and then you just can't back that up with a penalty.
So Workington Town are growing into this game, and they decide to kick short. because there is a bit of a swirling wind here. They're playing conservative, as Matt Reed says, and the last couple of sets, Workington have created opportunities. It wasn't executed 100% last time round, but what can they do here? North Wales Crusaders need to muscle up in defence, though, and they are doing on this occasion. The intensity tends to be back in this one. So Town 5 metres out. Sorry, 5 metres out from the halfway line. They get over the halfway line. This is Phillips, acting halfback, goes short, and they spin weave. This is Carter getting involved in the game. And a bit of urgency with Workington Town. They've got off the bus, haven't they? And it's more of a competitive game. It's 10-6 to the home side, though. And North Wales Crusaders feel comfortable in defence. It's the fifth and last tackle. The kick goes to the corner. It's a bit of a tester. Oh, it's well picked up. It's well picked up. And is this going to be a try? I think he's going to give this. He's going to give this. And Workington Town are 10-all in a blink of an eye. And the kick they should have dealt with. And what a different player, what a different picture this is now. From 10-0 up to 10 apiece. And Workington Town have woken up.
They have it. It was a really nice set from them. They worked themselves up the field really well. But I think on them kicks, it was a great kick. Jack Holmes has stood pretty much on his try line. He's got someone running and jumping above him. It's very, very difficult to defend that. And then obviously the centre's picked it up, tried to scramble it in the corner, and they've just got it down again. It's a try that there's not a lot you can do about.
No, absolutely. So it's, at the end of the day, it's 10 apiece, and Workington Town will hope to get into the lead here. It's tight on the line.
Judging by that, Workington have definitely got the win this half, judging by the speed that went out past the posts.
10 apiece then, and it's 0-0, isn't it, in a sense, and it's back to basics. That will be the message from Carl Forster, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's just about getting into that arm wrestle again. We've given a penalty away, we've conceded a try. The only tries that have been scored in this game have come off the back of mistakes or penalties so far.
So it's a bit of a, as I say, as Matt says, Workington have got the win to their backs, and they're taking full advantage of it, aren't they? So Workington have enjoyed the last 10 minutes, haven't they? First 10 minutes, North Wales Crusaders dominating. Workington, second 10 minutes of this one, they've dominated. So it's 10 apiece, as we expected. It's always going to be close, this one. And it's how they react now. North Wales Crusaders will want a controlled set in defence, and that's so far so good. No penalties so far, as Workington edge closer to the halfway line. And this is Zebson now, who gets over the halfway line. Bland puts his hand up for the fifth and last tackle. They go down the short side. It's a bit of a grubber. It's a bit of a planned move, actually. The referee got in the way, if I'm going to be honest, and North Wales Crusaders got away with that. That could have been curtains for North Wales Crusaders, but Workington do recover. And what can they do here?
Yeah, it was a really clever kick, wasn't it? And well dealt with by Jack Holmes.
Yeah,
hopefully now just complete, get a good kick in, and just find our way back into the arm wrestle.
So Ruby will find Gibson and Wild. That's a flop. That's a flop. The touch judge is there. That is a flop if I ever see one.
Normally you'd expect so, wouldn't you?
Oh, what do you have to do? Gibson.
Probably give about 10 business days.
Fine Wild. Van's got the gap. Can he release Brooks? And Brooks will finish it off. And North Wales Crusaders take the lead. Oh, it was a great try, and it was Van that saw the gap. It was a show and go. It didn't take much. It was subtle, wasn't it?
And that we didn't give a flop.
didn't give a flop. I'm going to be diplomatic here. Did the referee play advantage there?
I mean, I'm not sure how you cannot play the ball, but yeah, let's go with he's giving advantage. He's trying to let the game flow, so we'll, fair play to him.
I'm only saying that because it ended up with a try. But anyway, it's 14-10 with the kick to come, and Northwoods Crusaders have the best response after, a barrage of pressure from the Cumbrian outfit. That's the best way to respond, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we've received the ball on the 30 and worked our way through. I don't think a team's come off their own try line yet in this game. It's either been, like I've said before, penalty or repeat set. There's been nothing where a team's had to come right from their own line yet in this game.
So 14-10, Dallimore opportunity to make it 16, and he's about 5 metres in from the touchline to the left of the post, and this wind causing havoc. It didn't have enough swerve, did it? So it's still 14-10, and Northwoods Crusaders edge in front. So Workington taking their time to restart proceedings here, and Jake Carter will put the ball on the tee, and we'll see what this restart is. It's direct, it's got a bit of a spin on it, and Brooksy will say thank you very much, and we'll find Houghton, who will take the first collision in this set, and he was a target then, wasn't he? Roby, acting halfback, he will go right and find Davis, and Davis takes the tackle. They're around about 20 metres out from their own line here. Northwoods Crusaders trying to speed it up. This is Barrett, and Barrett goes into the tackle sort of backwards, lands on his back. Baldwin finds Dallimore, finds Kieran Taylor, who goes on the outside. This is good, encouraging stuff as they're 5 metres out from the halfway line. Baldwin once more will find Barrett, who gets over the halfway line. Interesting that Northwoods Crusaders haven't made any subs yet. You'd be expecting for Carl Forster to ring the changes shortly. It's the fifth and last tackle. Gibson puts the kick up. It's a bit of a tester for the fullback, and a bit of pressure from Brooksy. Brooksy's there. Whoa! If you're gonna, that is a manual. If any youngsters watching, time the run, superfection. Brooksy says he's my man. Bang! Doesn't get far, does he?
Exactly how you want to finish the set, isn't it? Straight in the corner, and then force the error off the back of it. And if the theme of the game's anything to go by, could mean try.
Well, that's it. You compare. That's when it comes. It's little things like that which coaches will love to see. They timed the run. Brooksy created the line speed, created a lot of pressure for that fullback, and straight away from tackle one, they were under so much pressure, weren't they, Workington? They couldn't handle it, could they? Simple as that. So Northwoods Crusaders get the scrum, and they are 20 metres out, and opportunity for them to advance forward. 14-10 is the line. The scoreboard not working here this afternoon, so we'll keep tabs of it.
Luckily we can count in 4s and 6s, Conrad.
I was going to say I've run out of fingers and toes.
It's alright, I've got the abacus.
Roby gets tackled. He's 10 metres short. They go into field. This is Oakley now, and Oakley spins, weaves. Been a good couple of weeks for him, actually, personally and professionally. Congratulations to him. Barrett takes the line on. He was the hero of the moment this time last year when they won the winning try, and he's within a metre of the line. Baldwin delays the pass. It's a bit of a messy pass. It's recovered by Brooksy, but this is when he's dangerous. Oh, Roby's taking a knock here. What happened there? Baldwin, acting halfback. He will find Gibson. Gibson will pass it to Houghton. He straightens the play up, and he's 5 metres short. Roby's down on the ground here. Blam puts his hand up for the fifth and last tackle. Can they get the second prize and will get make the cake? Well, they might get to pen and score, and Blam was going to give this. It's Ollie Davis, I think. No,
it was Ollie Davis.
Ollie Davis. He looks like, I get mixed up with him and Houghton. I couldn't see his number.
They do look very, very similar.
They do.
They do look very, very similar. Ollie Davis has got the knee brace on, or the knee strapping.
Oh.
That's how you can tell them apart. And Jack's slightly taller.
You must have been very good at Where's Wally pictures. You know what I mean? Where you have to where you have to find them in a clutter of mess.
Just incredibly observant, Conrad.
Well, I hope you're enjoying this game. 18-10 with a kick to come, and we've got a bit of a lull in this game because Roby is receiving treatment. The opportunity
looks concerning for Lloyd. It looked pretty innocuous when he went down. I think he just clipped Ollie Brooks as he went past him, but it looks like I think it's his ankle.
Bit of friendly fire.
I think he was holding it. Yeah, completely accidental, but it does look worrying.
Now, opportunity, if you like your weekend refreshment of the alcohol sort of variety, why not try Egg Chasers APA? Hazy American Pale Ale, 4.5, comes in cans. It's the Egg Chasers personal brand, and you can order it on from the Egg Chasers website. They come in all shapes and sizes, and North Wales Crusaders are bringing the changes. The first sub, maybe a forced one. I think Roby's going to have the opportunity here to run it off. He is limping. Will he run this off, do you think? What does it look like to you?
I'm not too sure. It looks like there's probably about 15 minutes to half time. He's just brought Ant Walker on for Jack Horton through the middle. So there's one change made there. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Hopefully Lloyd recovers and it's not as bad as it looked initially.
So Dallimore faces his probably easiest kick of the afternoon. He's missed 2, he's got 1, and he'll get a 50% percentage rate, and he's extended the lead. Forgot the score now.
2010, Conrad.
2010. 2010. North Wales Crusaders are in control of this one, and we think it's 28 minutes gone of this one. It's a rough guide, that clock, but 12 minutes to go or so. Of course, we don't stop the clock in this one, so it's a rough guide only. But as you say, Matt, Walker's come on and he'll add a bit of badge and muscle in the middle.
Yeah, he'll be looking to bend the line back for us and carry us forward more.
This is Davis, the man of the moment. He obviously got involved. It was Houghton that scored. Sorry, it was Dave. It was Houghton. Davis that scored.
Davis
wasn't it?
that scored. I've never seen Jack Houghton step like that.
Yeah. Barrett plays the ball. Baldwin finds Dallimore, who finds Oakley, who gets away from one. He's tackled short of the halfway line, about 5 metres short on that far edge. Dallimore once more finds Davis. Baldwin. Gibson puts the kick in. He had ages of space there, ages of time to get it, but the line speed once more, and that's what it's all about. It's improved the line speed. Last time they found themselves in that situation, Workington made the mistake. It's a bit of a controlled set on this occasion.
Yeah, just be looking to get back in the arm wrestle, try and take Workington set for set. Looks like a couple more changes coming on as well.
Yeah, he's going to make a double substitution here, and it looks like Cooper and Eves are going to come on. So Baldwin, I would have thought, would come off. With probably Davis. We'll keep an eye on that. So Workington Town with Phillips. The kick goes up. It's a bit of a up and under that, and it doesn't go anywhere, but well taken by Holmes. He's improved, hasn't he, as a player? He's been peppered, hasn't he, in recent weeks? These high bombs. I don't think I've seen him drop one.
He's just really solid under that high ball, isn't he, Jack? He's done it for years.
So North Wales Crusaders with Gibson will find Sam Wild. Sam Wild, of the latest person, or one of the people rather, to sign pen to paper, and he's committed for another 2 years as North Wales Crusaders work this ball to the far side. And is that interference? Arvan was trying to con the referee there. Walker, a former Welsh international. I think he still plays, doesn't he, for Wales? If you wouldn't say no if he got selected.
I think he did last year,
yeah. Gibson puts the kick up, and again, line speed is the is the tester. Working to do well there. They get away from 2 defenders, but Northwest Crusaders recover. Wild made the initial tackle with Cooper involved as well. So Northwest Crusaders find themselves in defence. Workington trying to find their way forward. It's 20 points to 10 in this one. And we say it's roughly half an hour gone of this one.
Just starting to settle into a bit of a rhythm as well, the game now, with both teams complete trading sets with each other.
Yeah, and that's a pleasing moment, but Workington Town forced that ball backwards, and it's been kicked forward now then. This might turn into something, and, well, it's a knock-on, surely. The referee's got a choice here. It's going to be a knock-on for Workington. Northwest Crusaders get the scraps, and they will get a head and feed here. And, again, that's down to pressure, isn't it? That's down to line speed. That's down to reaction, I suppose.
Yeah, I spoke too soon, didn't I? Really, really good pressure from Josh Eves, and then he's gone chasing after the ball and just kept the pressure on the fullback. And he's come up with the error, and we're in a really good position again.
Just a big shout out, by the way. You are watching this game on the Egg Chasers YouTube channel, and obviously the owners, Bobby and Aaron, they're committed to the club. Obviously, the news coming out of the club is positive, and I'm been told that there's some big news coming up very soon. And also, if you didn't know this, Aaron is the youngest owner of a League One club. So that must make Bobby the youngest father of a League One club. Just thought I'd say that. Cooper, 5 metres out from the line. This is Josh Eves looking at acting halfback. Eves with a pass to Gibson. Now then, Dallymore. They got that space. Oh! Sure, execution. It was there, wasn't it? If it was right, that would have been a try.
Yeah, it was there to be played. Just got to execute the pass. And at 2010, you can probably do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll learn from it, because 9 out of 10, they won't do that again. But the game.
Cole probably had a little bit more time than he thought there as well.
Yeah. Maybe should have run the line a bit more, but he'll get that right next time. Cole Oakley doesn't make many mistakes twice.
He'll certainly be making up for it now with this.
20 points to 10 is the score, and the scoreboard operator has woken up. He's put the 20 points to 0. What's going on here? I don't know. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on it. The clock on the screen is right, and the scoreboard on the screen is right. It was Workington. Put the ball through some hands. Now then, they got some space. What they'll do here, nice little show and go there, and it was a great tackle. It had to be. And Gibson, well, that could have been a try for Workington. It was a great tackle there.
Really good scramble. Well, now we've got to scramble again on the far side.
They kick to space. That's a knock on. It's going to be back to 6, and Workington Town might. What's he going to give here?
I think knock on from Crusaders, because there was a forward pass them from the centre over on the far side.
Yeah. It was a clever play there for Workington, because they kicked it into space, didn't they? They saw the weakness there, and Northwest Crusaders did scramble to rescue that play, but they didn't sort of execute it properly.
Opened up really well. Opened up really well on their right, and then brought the way back to the left. And we were probably short of numbers. I wouldn't, if they'd have played through hands, maybe they'd have scored and had a different result.
We always thought that this would be a closer counter, and a lot to play for, of course. Northwest Crusaders come into this game with a 3-point buffer. Win here would make it 5, but the game's not won until, well, it's a penalty here. What will they do here? Will they go for 2? Will they go for the power play? You think they'd roll the dice, wouldn't they?
I can't imagine them going for 2, 10 points down. Certainly not this early in the game.
Well, Barrett is explaining to the referee, asking the referee, what was that for, sir? Anyway, Northwest Crusaders find themselves defending, but if anything, they're very good at scrambling, aren't they, in this position? So what can they do here? Workington will go left, and they find that overlap, and they find it very well. They come in field, and the scramble comes in place. They are throwing the ball around, but they're not going anywhere, are they? They're throwing, it's hot potato stuff for all the town. Show and go. They tackled 5 metres short, and Northwest Crusaders need to get back on the line and get back into numbers. This is Doran, shows and goes, and will get tackled. Need to slow this down, North Wales Crusaders, need to control it. Short side. He's short, he's held
it's
up.
It's a great tackle by Ann Walker to hold him up there. Really, really good.
Get confidence from that, won't you?
Yeah, definitely. We've done a bit of scrambling off the loose ball earlier as well there, so no, confidence should be growing off the back of that.
So Workington have got a few more tackles in this set, about 2 I would have thought. Anyway, that was a great read there. Oakley ran out the line there, and he had to because he stopped a definite play there.
Picked it early and stopped the ball going any further. It's exactly what you want from him.
And it's a bit messy, and Gibson does well there. It's offside, it's a penalty for North Wales Crusaders. That, I mean, is scrambling defence at its best. When it's all going under mile now, it's chaotic. You know, it's important that each individual does their job, and Oakley did his job, and that started the rot, didn't it?
Well, it's 2 great reads in 2 consecutive plays, isn't it? And then luckily they've come up with the error of being offside.
So 20 points to 10 it is, and we're approaching half time or so. Within 37 minutes roughly of this half. It's whistled by, hasn't it? And North Wales Crusaders, can they get another score? It's a back to 6 here, and Brooksy has seen the message. It's 6 tackles from here. Eves acting half back, he will go right. Gibson finds Cooper, and Cooper gets tackled. He's centre field, and they're around about 25 metres short. Eves goes right, finds Dallimore. Dallimore will find Oakley, who will just settle things down. He made up from his mistake from that read, which was stop the rot, didn't it? This is Evo once more. Dallimore, inside ball to Barrett, who will attract defenders, and he is a man-mountain to put down.
It's like hitting a wardrobe.
Is it?
Yeah.
Crusaders. Gibson. Change the direction of play to Cooper. Cooper is tackled. 5th and last tackle now. What will they do here? Will they get another set? Eves runs at the line. Gibson with a pass. Ruby! Well, if you're going to turn the ball over, turn it there, because you've got 90-odd metres to say, if you want to score, Workington, you've got to get past us. That was great play.
It's a great spot from Josh Eves there, jumping out, put Geordie through the gap, and then offload to Lloyd, and just really good scramble from Workington. I think it was their turn to scramble this time. They've done a really good job.
Well, in the game here, it's a decent game, it's a brilliant game. North Wales Crusaders 20, Workington Town 10, and it's what you expect on first against second in the Betfred League 1 Championship. That's a knock on, not a half back. That was a little bobble there. Referee didn't see it though, and Workington continue. As Workington trying to get out there, deep out their half, and do you feel that North Wales Crusaders have muscled up in defence recently in the last sort of couple of minutes?
Yeah, we're definitely starting to keep them in their own half a lot more. And yeah, it's just when they move the ball, they look much, much better.
Yeah. So Town are enjoying this possession. It's a 5th and last tackle. They're 10 metres short of the halfway line. What will the kick be here? Will they have line speed? Eves, well, try to put pressure on the kicker, but it's a good kick in the end, because it splits the winger and the full-back, and Jack Holmes will run it back and will take the first tackle in this one. And it's a good clearance, actually, because he has that second bite, doesn't he? And that could be a penalty.
Always finds his front, and
That's
a lot of the time,
that's a penalty.
A lot of the time when Jack carries, he earns those penalties really, really well. And you could probably give a penalty probably 70% of his carries from the backfield.
Yeah, he did well there. He did well. North Wales Crusaders 20, Workington 10 then, and they will kick it to touch. Obviously, they're facing the wind, North Wales Crusaders, so any metres forward is a manna for heaven for them, as North Wales Crusaders start this set just short of the halfway line. And this is Taylor, he will take the first tackle over the halfway line now. Eves acting halfback. He will find Walker. Walker takes the line on, finds Gibson. This is great play. Roby, he's got choices, and he ran at the line there, didn't he? He's a target, Roby. He's had a bit of a... He's been dealt with, hasn't he? Gibson finds Wild, finds Arvan. He goes off 1 foot. Can he finish it himself? Oh, he may do! No, he won't! It's a forward pass.
Yeah, he blew up quite early for the forward pass. I'd like to see that again, but...
I didn't think it was a forward pass personally.
I mean,
and that's half time.
We're way up here, we're right behind the ball, we've no chance.
It's half time, Northwest Crusaders 20, Workington 10. It almost finished with Arvan scoring the try of the game, but Northwest Crusaders started with a house on fire. Workington Town woke up and scored 2 quick tries themselves, and then Crusaders scored again, and it all came from smart play. In the last 10 minutes or so, defensively, Crusaders have muscled up. Workington are in this game though, and they won't go away. What's your thoughts?
I think we're going really happy. I think the 2 tries we've conceded are very, very preventable. They've not broke us on the line with any of their shape or anything like that, and I think, we've got to go in confident, ready for the second half. I think Workington have been pretty good. They've looked most dangerous when they've moved the ball in and around their own half and away from the try line. They've opened us a couple of times, but no, I think all in all it's been a decent half of rugby.
It's been a pulsating game, and it's worthy of a first versus second game. We'll be back in around about 5-10 minutes time for the second half coverage, but it's half time here. Northwest Crusaders 20, Workington Town 10. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Welcome back to Stadiwm CSN for this Betfred League One encounter. North Wales Crusaders take the lead 20 points to 10. They've had a hard time breather. Matt, North Wales Crusaders will be wins to the back in the second half. But what would have been the overwhelming message from Carl Forster at half time? You've been in this situation before. What type of thing? Give the viewers a bit of an insight. What type of thing?
I think it'll probably be just as simple as keep kicking them back into their 10, finish the sets in their 10, and then just defend up and pin them in. I think it'll be as simple as that. We're 10 points clear, and we don't need to go out and win the game. The game's there. We've just got to control it.
If you're Workington, though, you're 10 points behind it. 10 points in the modern game of rugby league is nothing. They had a good spell for 10-15 minutes in that first half. You'd want that, if you were their coach, you'd want that for longer periods, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course, but I think that's the way the first half went. It was almost like it was Crusaders for the first 15, Workington had the next 15. I think Crusaders probably got the better of the last 10. And I think that's the way the modern game is, momentum-wise now.
So we're underway here. North Wales Crusaders restart proceedings, and Workington Town get first use of the football in this half. And the first half whistled by. So I wonder if this half will whistle by. Crusaders 20, Workington 10, of course. And as it stands, North Wales Crusaders are 5 points clear at the top of Betfred League One. But we won't talk about tables until the 80th minute. And Workington Town will want to spoil the party, and as they get over the halfway line. But so far so good in defence for North Wales Crusaders. It looks controlled, and so far so good. But trying to put something on. Ball at the back door for Workington Town, but they don't make any progress forward. Bland puts his hand for the fifth and last tackle, and they make some good yards, Workington, in this set, but they will put the kick up, and it's a tester for Jack Holmes, and Jack Holmes doesn't get that one. The ball, it's back to 6. No, it's fifth and last tackle, and it's an opportunity for them to score first, but it's well controlled in the end. And North Wales Crusaders, apart from that little blip at the very end of that, they'll be happy with that. They looked comfortable in defence there.
Yeah, and got enough bodies around the ball to deal with the bounce as well. So, no, all in all, steady set, but really good from Workington. Made some really good yards in that set.
So this is Jack Holmes now. He's manhandled, and he makes some. He tries to make a difference in attack. Van was very busy, wasn't he? Almost scored a miracle try at the back end of that first half. Josh Eves. He will find Walker, and Walker he's like a dumper truck, isn't he? He tracks defenders, and he only knows one way, doesn't he?
I'm hoping that's a compliment, Conrad, with the dumper truck.
Well, it is, from a rugby terminology, get out of my way. He does all the heavy lifting, doesn't he? Anyway, North Wales Crusaders 5 metres short. Barrett. You feel that Workington have put a bit more emphasis in defence. They're restricting the yardage, but they'll be happy with that with North Wales Crusaders, because they've made, 50 yards?
They've still conceded 50 metres, so I'd say we've got to be happy with that set. And a really good set finish as well. Both teams starting off with really strong sets.
So, Workington Town then, trying to get it out, and they'll do well to get to the halfway line here, Workington, because they're 2 tackles down in this 4. No penalties needed here as they go down to the edge, and some heavy tackles here, and that could have been penalised. Dallymore thought better of it, and Dallymore's involved again, and he makes a great tackle by the legs again. Anyway, they're 10 metres short of the halfway line. Oakley was involved in that tackle as Workington get towards the halfway line. They're not over it though, and I said they'll do well to get to the halfway line. They kick on the halfway line, and Roby sweeps across and will find Brooksy, and Brooks will go down the outside, gets away from one, and will take the first tackle, and they will start their set from here. So great play on both occasions. North Wales Crusaders territorially enjoying the advantage of that. They're just about better in attack, aren't they? You would have thought. You just edge them forward.
I'd say it's pretty even so far, start to it. But this looks like a really good set. Really good first 3 carries. Well,
Taylor gets over the halfway line. He did well there. Anyway, this is Walker, and Walker says, "Get out of my way." See what I mean? He's the dumper truck, isn't he? He does all the heavy lifting. Anyway, Norfolk Crusaders with the kick, and there's a clever kick. It kicks into space. It's got a bit too much beef on that, though. Right option.
Yeah, I think so. Just sometimes that wind will just carry it over a little bit too far. It's rare you see that on these 4G pitches as well. It rolls so much. So probably a little bit unfortunate there.
So Workington will get the possession, and it's a 7 tackle set, of course, because it did go out. So it's that was the 0. Workington have 6 tackles from here, and they will do well here to Workington will do well here if they can get some points from this. But some great tackling. Danny Moore's involved again. Whoever gave him what was it in his half time drink, Valium or something? I don't know. But anyway,
wouldn't that chill him out?
He's always a chilled character, isn't he? Anyway, Workington on the halfway line, and they did well there. The kick early, and Roby did well there to get that. It was a difficult kick to catch. They are horrible kicks to catch because they bobble, don't they? They bounce last minute.
Really, really good pick up from Lloyd. And I don't know why that's not a penalty. I don't like the rule where you've got to go back and play the ball.
Brooksy then, he will take some manhandling and attracts defenders. Eves. He will find Cooper, and Cooper he's a conservative type of character, just gets on with it, doesn't he? Eves delays the pass. Danny Moore finds Taylor. He comes on the inside angle, and he gets tackled 5 metres short of the halfway line. And Workington, as I say, more emphasis on defence. It's going to take something special to break it down at the moment. Barrett, he might have the formula, and Walker gets out of the gap, and Gibson sees the pass and almost came off there. This is Roby. He will kick forward, and Brooksy is after that, and it's a great tackle once more. Great play there.
It's a really good set and a really good finish. Great link up between Chris Barrett and Ant Walker as well through the middle.
So that was almost the magic formula, the magic combination code to unlock the defence from Workington. And Norfolk Crusaders have got Workington where they want them, and they will play it out. Last set, of course, Workington kicked it early. It'd be interesting what they do here, but they're committing more men in the tackle. Norfolk Crusaders control in the set. It's you're playing into the this is where you want them.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Workington obviously trying to move the ball here and open things up a little bit for themselves, and defence is holding really strong. And then unfortunately we've just given that penalty away for a bit of a high shot from Daly. Yeah,
there's nothing in that. I've seen them not given, to be honest. Nothing in that. Bit of excitement, but Dallimore needs to curb that because he's very good at winding folks up, and he often wins penalties for us, but he was the victim of one there. So Norfolk Crusaders have a bit of defending to do here, and Workington will smell blood here. 20 points to 10. It's got to be a controlled start. Bland not happy with that, but that will. It's
a bit pedantic, isn't it? 2 metres behind the line.
It is a bit, but it plays into the Norfolk Crusaders' hands, doesn't it? That anyway. A missed tackle by Josh Eves there, but it's been well recovered by Barrett and Oakley. They go short side. Carter shows and goes. Oh, that was a great tackle there by Dallimore. He's making up for it. Nothing's going past him today. Carter. Oh, what's he doing there? Ant Walker tried to give him some attention there. Town goes down the short side, a bit of a jinking run, and they find they're 10 metres out. So Norfolk Crusaders, we saw some great scrambling defence in the first half. What can they do here? Can they scramble here? They're knocking heavily on this door. Workington smell blood, as I say, to knock on, and that's down to pressure, and Arvan will pass it, and Rowe now got to play to the whistle. Now Sam Wilde has got some pace. Will he turn defence into attack? It's 1-on-1, and he will take the tackle. Just take the tackle. Wilde, he does, but they're all racing back, and this is going to be. That could have been, well, borderline professional foul. Patrick Arvan though goes one way. Gibson throws it out. This is Cooper. He will slow it down. Eves finds Barrett. Barrett runs direct. Dallimore. It's a lovely run. This is Roby. Roby's well looked after though. It's hard game this, but North Wales Crusaders score here. They will turn, it will be you'd think it would be a 12-point turnaround. Barrett runs one way and they get within 5 metres of the line. Can they get something on here? Eves looking at options, goes short side. Daly will find Oakley. Oakley spins into the tackle and is short, 2 metres out. Eves booms the pass out wide, finds Gibson. Gibson with a little kick. It's a bit of a trick shot that, but it's not bad because they pin him here. But
it comes from great intent in defence at the other end of the field, and then just see the set out. First 2 tackles in Workington, and it's exactly where you want to be.
But a kick like that is, it's very instinctive. It's a rugby brain, that, isn't it? It's a little bit of a trick shot. It's a hard kick to get, but what that does, it pins you here, doesn't it? And it buys you time. It defends. You're defending where you want Workington, and that's what that type of kick does.
Yeah, and that's what you talk about. If you can't score, get the ball back.
Oh, that's a knock on. It's a loose carry. It's a loose carry all day long. It's a hard tackle. It's a ball all tackle. Come on,
I'm not sure
referee.
you're ever getting that. I'm not sure you're ever getting that when you hold onto the ball like he is. I think it's just the way the referees and touch judges see this. I think you're probably always struggling to get that as a knock on there.
Catch it, Matt. Oh, that almost hit us, that.
Not with my handling.
Anyway, Workington get the possession, and Corkhill starts proceedings, and they get over the halfway line here. North Wales Crusaders have been resounding, haven't they, to keep a team scoreless. It's been a common theme in this first half, and you feel that defensively they've upped the ante here. But Workington know they're in the game and they will not go away. But it'll be interesting to see how the bench goes. As I said, prior to the game, the bench has been the joker card, if you like. Oh, that was
Carl's got 5 subs left, hasn't he? So.
Yeah. Anyway, the ball booms out and Workington are testing them here, and North Wales Crusaders scramble. Oakley and Taylor in there, Dallymore in there. Gallia puts the kick in. It's plugged out the air, surely. It's going to be picked up. It's going to be a try. Is it? He's going to give it. Yeah, he is going to give it. And that came from Scraps. And, it's one of them, isn't it? It's a 50-50 roll of the dice. The North Wales Crusaders, so the players are protesting to the referee there, but...
well, it gave the impression that it was a tackle in the air.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. But, again, the referee's on his own. He gets one look at it. So you cut him the slack on it, but it did look as though he might have been tackled in the air.
Well, this is a challenge now for North Wales Crusaders, because these games always go down to the wire. They, as I said in the build-up to that try, North Wales Crusaders do got a habit of keeping teams scoreless. That's gone now. It's a different mindset now. It's getting back to basics. They're still in control of this one. And it's going to be a 4-point ball game. It's about not panicking, not sort of, falling into their sort of hands. It's just taking control of it again.
I can't see there being any panic. I don't think we've got to do anything different to what we've done so far at the start. We've given away 2 penalties, invited Workington into our 40 zone, and they've scored off the back of it, which has been, again, that's where the first 2 tries from Workington came from as well. But I would say nothing really needs to change in terms of what we're doing with the ball and what we're doing defensively. It's just a couple of penalties has led to a try.
So 20 points to 16 here, and Crusaders are in a ball game. We always knew this would happen, but the crowd getting behind the home faithful, and this is a test and a half. This is the games you want to be involved in, though. It has intensity all written around it, and Dallymore puts the kick in. It's one of those awkward, evil kick because it has a bit of spin on it, but Workington have found a sort of a sixth sense here. Could they smell something? And they're making some inroads, and North Wales Crusaders need to calm it down, need to control the game. And at the minute, they're on the back foot, but Workington, what will they do here? Oh, it's a lovely pass. Is that a knock-on? Yeah, no, it's back to 6. It touched the hand. So Workington enjoying the scraps here.
Yeah, I think Jack probably needed to make that play then. I think we're probably stripped for numbers.
No, you're right. No, you're right. He had to do something to stop it. As you say, though, they're in control now, and Town with the pass. That's a forward pass. I've seen them given. Your friend is on now, number 26. Anyway, Workington with the possession. This is I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say his name. I won't be able to say it. Corkhill. I can say that though.
Akim Mativeyev, Conrad. As far as I know, it is anyway. That's what I'm guessing.
Gallier finds Carter, puts the kick on. It's a bit of a tester for goal. He plugged that out like a bowler on the cricket pitch. Was he taken out there? Well, you could argue it's Roby. Was it Roby or was it? No, it wasn't. It was Gibbo. I haven't got my glasses off. I thought 7 was the one there, but it was Gibbo. I need to trust myself, don't I? Kieran Taylor. You feel that North Wales Crusaders need to score next, I think, just to sort of calm things down a bit.
I don't think we need to do anything different. We just need to make sure we get through sets, defend as we do. Again, still 4 points up. The way defence has been this season, nothing needs to change.
Cooper. He is a metre short of the halfway line, and it's the 5th and last tackle. Now, what will the kick be? The kick goes to Gibbo. It's a bit of it got snow on that one. It's a bit of it's a knock-on. That is a knock-on. That is a dog's dinner of a catch, and that's things like that turn games, don't they?
That's a great kick. Great kick from Jody Gibson, because the swirl and the spiral on that's a nightmare for any winger. Like I said earlier, it's not a day to be a winger or a fullback.
Beat that dog's dinner of a catch.
I think you're being quite harsh to him, Conrad, to be honest.
That's why I'm up here and I can't, Anyway, North Wales Crusaders get the prize though, and they get the scrum, head and feed, 10 metres out, and as Matt Reid said, advantage to the home side. Dallymore runs at the line, shows and goes, takes the tackle 10 metres out. Oakley waiting, but Roby decides to take the ball. He'll find Walker, who will take the ball on, and he tries to free his arm, doesn't he? He's the master of the offload. Eves will find Barrett. Barrett scored a similar try from this angle this time last year, and he's just a metre short, isn't he, again? That is that interference. Referee waves it back. This is Walker. Now an opportunity for Sam Wild, and he gets tackled. They're edging closer. Show and goes to Eves, is it? He's just tackled short.
They've dealt with that really well, Workington.
Yeah, they did.
They've dealt with that really well. We've scored off that play quite a few times this season, so they've done very well to hold that out.
Gibson to Dallymore. Dallymore runs at the line once more and will take the tackle 10 metres out. What will they do here? Will they go wide? Will they go short? Eves lining up. This is Cooper. Cooper running strong, and they're edging closer. It's a great drive, that is. A great leg drive, and they'll do well here to keep him in the field of play. It's back to 6 once more, and they got the message. Gibbo reads the script. This is Wild. And Wild is tackled short. Surely, if they defend this, Workington, they'll see that as a bit of a leg up. Barrett is tackled short. They're defending for their lives, but the door is coming off the hinges for North Wales Crusaders. Now then, this is Walker, and Walker's over the line. He spins and he'll score. And the finger comes down, and that's what pressure does. Set, reset, set, reset, set, reset, and the doors finally fly off the hinges, and North Wales Crusaders restore that 8-point advantage with a kick to come, and I just feel that score was needed.
I'm not sure about needed. Like I said, it's just going through the processes that we've got. We complete the set, force the error, and then, like you said, we've got 2 repeat sets, and on the second repeat set, we've got ourselves over the line.
Excitement all the way here, and it's a big game. Lot at stake, isn't it? Lot at stake. I'm not going to apologise for my enthusiasm because it means a lot to me. It means a lot to every supporter. It means a lot to everyone involved with this North Wales Crusaders club. You know, where we've come from to where we are now, it's just a sensational story. And if you want to, you know, if you like your underdog stories and your sporting stories, well, North Wales Crusaders, you know, were the nomads of League One 2 years ago, and where we came from to where we ended up to where we are now is just a sensational story. And Dallimore, fans' favourite, kicks that over, and it's a 10-point lead restored. And Matt, you know, you've been involved in the club so many years now, and it's like a roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down. But you've had more highs than lows as a team now. You know, you would share that, would you? You know, from 2 years ago, you know, what happened? Lose the first 7 games and end up in a championship, in a League One grand final, and you know, injury struck us in that last game to where we are now. It's just unbelievable, isn't it?
I think when you look at it, the best thing that happened to us was probably not winning the grand final and not going up. I like you say, it has been a roller coaster sort of 12 years, 13 years as North Wales Crusaders, and we probably look as steady as we've ever been as a club now, and looking to build forward.
It absolutely is. And North Wales Crusaders, you feel that try has put them into a different gear, because they're making some good yardage forward. Eves acting halfback. He will find Barrett. He will get over the gain line, and these are important yards going forward. Eves finds Jones. It's the 5th and last tackle, and the crowd getting behind the home team. Dallimore was on a bit of a swan dive there. He's going to give a penalty here because it was a penalty. He was taken out. I was a bit harsh on Dallimore there, but he was taken out.
No, I'm not sure whether it was for. Was it for Dally getting taken out?
I
or
think
was it
so.
For the escort across Key Taylor? I think he probably could have given it for either one.
He could have given it either way. Plenty to choose from. What do you do here? Do you go for the 2 here?
No, it's 10 points, isn't it? There's no difference between 10 points, 12 points. It's 2 scores, isn't it? So I think we've worked our way up the field. I think you've just got to go for the jugular.
Go for the throat, and that's what they'll do. Oakley then will start this possession, and this is where you think the game is for Workington. They need to hold on here. Eves will find Barrett, and Barrett will spin and weave, and Barrett is just short. He's just short. Eves passes the ball to Gibson. Gibson shows and goes, finds Arvan. Arvan with a backdoor pass to Gibson. They got an overlap, and Wild is over. He's going to give this. It's Wild's going to score it, and that's the try.
It's not a game without a Sam Wild try, is it?
Well, that's why you pay the big bucks, isn't it? You know, that's why you have someone of Sam Wild's calibre. I keep saying on the podcast, Crewcast, that he's good enough to be in Super League. We're very fortunate, very lucky to have him, and he's committed for another 2 seasons after this one, and that's why, because he wins a game single-handedly. You know, and he's not the only player. Gibbo is there. Every player on that pitch deserve to be in this team, and that's why they've gone up a level in the last 5 minutes, Matt.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, that set after scoring, we've gone all the way up the field, won ourselves a penalty, and then Chris Barrett's drawn probably half the Workington team to within 20-30 metres. We've gone through the hands to Pat Arvan, who's managed to get an arm free, and then just a nice little tip from Geordie to Sam Wild, who crashes over, and it's just a really nicely worked try. No,
absolutely, and you can watch that, you know, over and over again on the show reel. Dallimore then will tee this one up. He's 5 metres out from the touch line and around about 21 metres to the left of the post. He got the wind to his back this time. Now, I'm not a kicker, but do you aim for the far post?
I wouldn't ask me, Conrad. I was doing his caddying for him in Cornwall, and I told him to aim at one point. He hit it right on the button, and the ball did not move, so I would not ask me on that.
Well, Dallimore strikes it well, and through the post it goes, and North Wales Crusaders extend the lead to 32 points to 16. It's a 16-point ball game, and you feel that, well, Workington's going to score 3 times now, and North Wales Crusaders, as I say, have gone up a level, and it's important now that they keep the foot on the throat, so to speak.
It's just the same process. It's the same process that got us in this position that we just need to keep churning out.
So it's a restart here, and North Wales Crusaders are renowned for scoring back-to-back tries, and it was compounded by a penalty, wasn't it, the last one? But Brooksy now gets up on his feet. This is Jones, and Jones, he's just an immense player. He doesn't get most of the plaudits, Jones, but he does all the small things correctly. This is Cooper, and Cooper gets away from one. He's harangued and harassed, and Eves once more over the halfway line. Oakley, they're like a runaway train, aren't they? It's like watching poetry in motion. It's like velvet, I tell you. Barrett, you can hear the collision from here. That's gotta hurt, Matt. You've been in contact there. You hear it from here. That's gotta hurt. What does it feel like on a Monday morning?
Well, it won't hit Chris. He'll be the one doing the hurting. He is rock solid. But
it's back to 6.
And the older you get, the more it hurts. When you're waking up on a Monday morning, it's not nice.
So North Wales Crusaders had a bit of friendly fire there. Valens felt the latest hit, but Barrett 5 metres out to the right of the post. Oakley's over the line, and Oakley will score, and North Wales Crusaders are running away with this now, and Workington Town kicked the ball in disgust, and they're 20 points ahead, and Crusaders, well, as I said, the last 10 minutes they've gone up from lift off. It's like watching, Cape Canaveral, it's gone up. I'm within orbit now.
Yeah, same process, wasn't it? Complete the set, Cape Canaveral. Same process, complete the set, kick to the wingers, come up with the ball again, and an error in the 20s led to a try.
I don't know where I get these from, Matt. It just comes in my head. Is that worrying?
They don't. You've got a sheet of paper in front of you with them all written down.
Not my sayings. Anyway, North Wales Crusaders in the lead, 36 points to 16. Will kick this, extends these to 22, and I don't want to tempt fate here, but that's game 1 in my eyes.
You'd expect so. You'd expect to be able to see this out from here. I think body language didn't look great from Workington then when that try went in, but again, momentum can swing at any point.
So Danny Moore will take his time on this one. He's had a few hard kicks. We roughly about 12 minutes to go till the final whistle. And Danny Moore will take a deep breath and will compose himself. And he kicked a terrific kick last time. This is for his calibre, meat and drink. And he can kick that with his eyes closed. So North Wales Crusaders extend the lead, 38 points to 16, and it's getting a handsome lead now. And it's at the minute it's 5 points at the top of the table. The Workington Town coaching staff are rallying the troops here. They want a reaction, and you feel Workington will want to stop this momentum. It's a game of momentum. This once Crusaders are in the driving seat. Stop me if you can, and that's I know it's small, but just the little sort of detail of catching the ball and then sidestepping and making some good yards forward. That's why you buy a player of Sam Brooks' quality. It's a lot of them would give up the tackle.
Yeah, and Ollie Brooks' anticipation is just as good as well. The way he spun away from that, he can hear the footsteps and worked himself away really well.
Eves will find Houghton. Houghton is getting manhandled, and he riddles his way to the halfway line. Eves, lovely ball. Now then, Roby, they're going to need a queued up to score. Pass it, he does. Gibson scores his second try, and that just sums up North Wales Crusaders' performance. It is just as easy as 1, 2, 3, and Gibson grows a leg, doesn't he, in games like this. It was Roby that made it, though. They queued up, didn't he? He drew the man at exactly the same time, and that was an early birthday present with a bow wrapped round it. He's not going to score an easier try as that this year.
Yeah, it came from a really quick play of the ball, didn't it, from Jack Houghton, and then Josh Eves saw the quick play of the ball, jumped out, and it was just lovely play between himself, Lloyd and Geordie there to finish it.
North Wales Crusaders 42, Workington 16. The kick to come, and it's the last 10 minutes has been. If you're a Crusaders fan, you're loving this, and you can hear the crowd, can you? They're loving this, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, the Crusaders fans are brilliant, aren't they? They support us, win, lose or draw. So at the moment, with the way this season's going, they must be as happy as they've ever been. They sort of sound and feel like it's sort of 2013, the year we won the league as well.
Well, Dallimore was part of that, and he is equally part of this, and he's about to extend the lead to 44 points to 16. And I'm safe to say that this game is won, Matt. This game, it's how you finish the game now, professionally, and don't switch off. And this is where little things which Carl will be looking for, attitude, sort of how you conduct yourself in the last 10 minutes or so.
He'll just be looking for exactly the same stuff.
Yeah.
What we've done for the last 20 minutes, just continue to do exactly what's been going on, I would say.
Yeah. No point overthinking it, just simplify it.
It's a simple game for simple people, Conrad.
Is that why you play it?
Absolutely.
Anyway, Workington trying to do something different. They go to the short kick-off, they get the ball, and Crusaders defend, but they should cope with this because they've been attacking for the last 10 minutes, and they've got urgency, haven't they, in defence. So anyway, this is Forber. They work that. It's been. Almost got it. It's back to 6. It's back to 6. Well, if Brooksy caught that clean, I would have backed him like winning a horse in the Grand National.
It was an important touch he got on that as well. Just
he
completely slowed up the momentum of the ball.
He did, because either way, it would have been a try. But Workington have not finished this move yet. This is Connell now, but the defence slides across pretty well, and they're in control, aren't they? And these are the little things that Carl Forster will be looking at. These are what wins your games, things like this.
No, definitely, and I think so far it's not been.
But they're going to score, are they? No, well, just short.
It's not been the movement of the ball that's done us on our own line. It's been a couple of kicks and a bit, and just a one-on-one.
Yeah. Anyway, the kick now. It's well taken. Well taken again. Is that Brooksy? Yes. Roby now. He gets us out the danger zone, and he will just do one simple instruction and run forward. Eves. This is Taylor. That's a high tackle if I've ever seen one. Head jolts back. Eves once more. This is Holmes. Holmes runs laterally but takes the tackle on this occasion. That's a penalty. He had to give it one way or the other.
Yeah, he's brilliant at doing that, Jack, winning them penalties when he's carrying off his own line.
So North Wales Crusaders, can they make it to the half century point? Dallimore will kick to touch, and as you said, the wind to the back makes more yards forward. And what will they start here? They'll enjoy this now. They will. This is like the lap of honour, if you like. Oakley then.
Yeah, it's a nice position to be in, especially in a game of, like you said, first v second. To be in this position with 10 minutes to go, it's a nice place to be.
Well, Oakley was having a bit of facial there. Something that you buy your other half on Valentine's Day. Anyway, Eves, acting halfback. This is Dallimore, decides to go himself. Lovely run there. It's a clever pass, that is. It's a very clever run at the angle. And it just hesitates, that defence. The gap just opened, didn't it? This is Eves. Gibson shows and goes, runs at the angle. Oh, Brooks. He almost did well there. He just stopped short. The ball boomed out. It's a bit untidy, but it's been mopped up, and Dallimore, the gap just opens. Oh, he just opens. It was like the parting of the Red Sea. And Dallimore just says, thank you very much. I've picked your pocket, and I've got to make it 48 points to 16. And with the kick to come, this is poetry in motion. This is Crusaders at its best. It doesn't get any better than this, Matt.
Yeah, I don't think he could believe his luck there, Dally. The way that all opened up for him, and he was straight through, and you wouldn't think he was 36, would you?
Well, Dally, buy a lottery ticket, son. Buy a lottery ticket, because if you're that lucky, you got more jam in in Hartley's biscuits.
Well, you make your own luck though, don't you, Conrad? And you want to start making your own jam if you're having Hartley's.
Other biscuits are available, of course. Now, if you want to perhaps celebrate North Wales Crusaders' season in style, I recommend you purchase the Egg Chasers IPA Ale. They come in all shapes and sizes, and you can order them on the Egg Chasers website. I had a bit of a sample before the game, and yes, it's very crisp, very nice, refreshing. Suggest you try it, Matt.
Yeah, that was a smooth transition into what is a smooth drop of beer. I've tried it myself, Conrad.
There we are. We're talking about biscuits, we're talking about beer.
Anything but the rugby.
Yeah. Just to say as well, the owners are here, Egg Chasers, Aaron and Bobby. They've committed to the club for a few more years. They saved the club, to be honest with you, from last season, and they're loving every minute of this. And Aaron, of course, I was told today, I didn't know this, that he's the youngest owner in professional League One rugby league. So that's a good achievement. So that makes Bobby the youngest father in League One, does it? I'm being kind. There we are. So anyway, Workington get the second prize in the tombola, and they get the ball, and North Wales Crusaders will concentrate a bit more. They hit the half century then. Crusaders 50, Workington 16, and it doesn't do the points for and against, but it's how you finish here, and Workington will nick one, and Carl Forster will be annoyed at that, won't he? But Workington just shows them that they will not give up and they will strike, and they get it within 20 points with a kick to come. How did that come about?
I think it looked like just a one-on-one miss. So yeah, I don't think Carl is too happy. He was just on the sideline there, just had a look down. He gave a little bit of a wince, but again, they're the kind of tries that can happen when the scores are sort of this wide.
Yeah, absolutely. It's we look at detail and we look at but he's not going to be regimented about that. He will annoy him. It'd be like an annoying itch on his back, but or his head. But but he won't dwell too much on that, will he? Because the players know, don't they, half the time?
Yeah, I can't imagine dwelling too much on it. I'm sure it'll get brought up, but yeah, I don't think it'll be too bbig a concern.
So North Wales Crusaders, the winning ways continue, and Workington Town will be adding a bit of gloss to this. They'll want the final say in the act, and they will kick it, and they will get the kick. Actually, it's a great kick because he was against the wind there. So North Wales Crusaders 50, Workington 22. It's a 28-point ball game, and all smiles all round, Matt. Before we go, obviously, who's your player of the match? Who would you give it to from North Wales Crusaders? I'll let you decide that, Matt. Let you have a little bit of a think about it. Not unfair for me to sort of let you decide it straight away, but I'm sure there's candidates all over the pitch, and I'm sure Carl will have an opinion. But just for a bit of fun, I'd like to know, Matt, who you think would take the spoils. Anyway, Workington will get the final say, and they're throwing this ball about, but the defensive line for North Wales Crusaders was like a angry rash straight on you straight away.
Yeah, it's like the annoyance of conceding that tries, just lit a bit of a fuse in, and then forced the error straight off the back of that. But going back to your man of the match, there's probably a few contenders in there. I thought Joe Baldwin started the match really, really strongly. I think Jack Holmes had a lot of pressure put on him. He's won some really important penalties coming out of yardage. But I think you'd probably go with Jordy Gibson.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
Kicking game's been fantastic, forced a lot of errors for us, scored a couple of tries. So I don't think you can look too much further than Jordy.
No, absolutely. I couldn't disagree with you there. Anyway, North Wales Crusaders, this is Jordy Gibson with the pass. They got an overlap here. Roby decides to go himself. It's a penalty. taking him out, I think.
Out of interest, Conrad, where would you go man of the match and you can't pick Geordie?
You know what? I'd probably go Ollie Brooks, to be honest. I thought he was good under the high ball. He's good at chasing back from the back fence. He's great, made some great important tackles as well, some important touches. So yeah, that'd be my choice. But they've all played well, if I'm going to be honest with you. Barrett has played well. He's doing all the small things right. They've all played well, if I'm going to be honest. But if I had to pick one, it'd be Brooksy. Baldwin's back on now, and he hasn't done himself any harm either. Anyway, North Wales Crusaders
starts games off like Scrappy do, doesn't he?
He does, and he might score a try like Scrappy do. He looks like something out the Rocky Horror Show. Baldwin. He's got a bit of a...
You should have seen him on Friday night. He's got a bit of a cut above his eye.
He has. I did see it. But they're hard players, these, aren't they? Lovely pass, cheeky as you like. Sam Wyatt with the tap off there. Roby almost saw daylight then. Baldwin determined to get a try, He's got one. He's got one. A hooker's try. Kieran Cunningham-esque. And that will top his weekend off.
Yeah, he's tried that 3 times, hasn't he? So that'll make up for the stitches he's got in the top of his eye.
And that's the hooter on cue. He's very good at timing. And you talk about stitches, he'll be laughing at that. Now you see it, now you don't. Here's the magic. Sees the gap, scores the try. And North Wales Crusaders have the final say in what is a comprehensive win of this game. And... all smiles, all waves, all around, and it's a comprehensive victory for North Wales Crusaders, and Jamie Dallimore will have the final say of this one to make it 56-22, 54-22 as it stands. But just sum up the performance.
I think really, second half really professional. I think we got through our sets, got Workington tried to get them into an arm wrestle, and we made the most of the errors that Workington made off the back of some really good kicks, and we were very, very clinical off the back of it.
Absolutely. So Dallimore just finishing the proceedings off here, and not a bad afternoon with the boot, and he will kick it, and the flags go up, and North Wales Crusaders with a comprehensive victory in the end. It was a close affair in the first half, could have gone either way. Workington had the first say in the first half, but it was a 50-minute period in that second half where they went from third gear to fifth gear. North Wales Crusaders showing what they're made of. Some great tries, but North Wales Crusaders extend their lead at the top of the Betfred League One campaign with 5 points. All smiles all round, and Matt, thanks very much for coming up and giving us an insight on how this game was won, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the pitch very soon.
Absolute pleasure, Conrad. Yeah, hopefully get back on the pitch myself, and it's been great to be up here with you, but I am a little bit cold in the wind.
Yes, you are on shorts and t-shirt, and
it is July.
Yeah, it is July, but you didn't believe it was going to be cold. Anyway, this is thanks to Alan Longshadow that's behind the camera to produce this fantastic game, and we'll have all the reaction, all the post-match reaction on Crewcast next week. You can find that on Spotify. But from me, Conrad Anderson and Matt Reid, it's be good, be safe, and enjoy your rugby league. Good afternoon.